watch the startup glow. Real weather in, rain or shine, study level planes, everything's aligned. Controllers live, ATC in my ear, clear for takeoff, skies are crystal clear. But wait, timer's off, chat's calling me out. 0 out of 10, I'll take the shout. From gate to clouds, every flight's a scene. Real planes, real skies, and everything between. Mistakes, I'll own them, it's part of the dream. Together we'll fly, this is the stream. Like, subscribe, and share the sky. Every comment helps us fly. We're live together, here we go. Let's fly the world, enjoy the show. Like, subscribe and share the view. This journey's better with all of you. Cold to clouds, it's you and me. Flight streamers live, let's fly, let's see. Forgot the charts, called toilet again. ATC's calm, but I'm counting to 10. From busy airspace to soft touchdowns, the highs and the lows make the best sounds. Fuels in, systems good, ready for more. Real-time right where we aim to explore. Every shout-out, every laugh, every cheer, you're the reason we keep flying here. From gate to clouds, every flight's a scene. Real planes, real skies, and everything between. Mistakes, I'll own them, it's part of the dream. Together we'll fly, this is the stream. Like, subscribe, and share the sky. Every comment helps us fly. We're live together, here we go. Let's fly the world, enjoy the show. Like, subscribe and share the view. This journey's better with all of you. Cold to clouds, it's you and me. Flight streamers live, let's fly, let's see. Thanks for watching, for being my crew. Every stream's a journey, it starts with you. Let's fly together, let's make it right. Flight streamers here, clear skies tonight.
All right, everybody. Hello, and welcome to yet another stream. I know I have some sort of a window that's okay. We're gonna just move that out of the way. All right, thank you so much for tuning in, everyone, and thank you for coming. Hold on, let me just mute that. And today we're gonna be flying this beautiful DA40, the Diamond DA40. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to use this microphone for now, and then we're going to switch to this microphone right here. And that's exactly what I would want you guys to help me out with. I know Eugene's here. Please do help me out with the... Once we turn on the engine, I really want your help on the sounds, because... back to the good microphone. No, we're not going to use this good microphone. We're actually going to use this one today. So good microphone is only for a little bit. Not for, not for long, okay? So yeah, we're doing GA. So what do you guys, first of all, what do you guys think about the GA stuff? I want your feedback if you like the GA flights. This particular flight is something that I have to do again, because I was going to record, this gameplay for upcoming review of multiple things, really. And then because the sound levels were so bad, and, you guys told me that at the very end of the stream, I have to redo this, unfortunately. So today, I really hope I have... few folks today that I really trust. So I've got Arco and, of course, Eugene that's going to tell me if the levels are okay. What I want you guys to kind of do is I want the sim level to not to be too loud, and then I want this microphone to sound good. This is better to check on Twitch. Twitch is probably be the best if Twitch works for you. But we are, streaming on Twitch. Sound source is the same. Well, right now it's with this mic, and I'm gonna turn it off, but I'm gonna use this one. But yeah, anyways, let me just quickly tell you what exactly we're doing. We're flying the PilotEdge on PilotEdge network. We're flying this DA40 that I fly in real life. We're gonna do a quick flight from Santa Barbara to Burbank. So it's going to be a very short flights. They're at like 76 nautical miles. We're going to use the ATC. So we're going to have fully staffed. Oh, yeah, there it is. Fully staffed tower, ground frequencies on both airports because they are actually covered fully on PilotEdge. And then we're going to probably tune into the approach. We're going to use these charts, to kind of navigate our way through. And then I'm going to input the flight plan onto the DA40's Garmin G1000. So we're going to take some time to, get this thing going, right? We're obviously going to use checklists, be very methodical. So this is going to be exactly how I would fly this in real world. And this DA40 is super amazing. It actually is quite nice. And I think I'm going to use this footage from the stream to review multiple things. Okay, so if you are watching, you're probably seeing this thing maybe for the first time. Then I have this flight sounds module that actually allows me to connect this headset. So this headset is the headset that I would use in a real airplane, right? So you can use your headset to connect it to your flight sim, and this is exactly how I would want to use this. All right, Arco, thanks so much for the $1 donation. Appreciate you, man. Eagle One Fly, greetings. Hello. All right, Pixel Pilot, unfortunately can't watch us anymore. Oh no. Plane Lover, Sao Paulo. Hello, hola. All right, we got Eugene here. Fly with Alex. Okay, and then who else? Carson, hello. Good to see you, my man. All right. Yeah, Luft A320. Baseball Mats here. Awesome. All right, so this is going to be another kind of relaxing stream. And hopefully you guys will enjoy it. And once again, let me know how the levels are and all that good stuff. Yeah, so nothing really crazy out here. So we are going to be using it's a Class C airspace, looks like. And then there's no Class Bravo airspace around here. So we're going to be in constant contact with the approach, SoCal approach. So SoCal approach will actually, you know what? Let's see. Yeah, SoCal approach should definitely get us through this. Okay, so that's A alpha, and let's see. So once again, I fly in Canada, so I'm still getting used to the charts, to the North American charts. So I do have a subscription for my ForeFlight, so there it is. Anyways, that's pretty much it. All right, let's get going. Let's get this thing started, and I'm going to switch to this microphone, okay? So, all right, Tucker, good to see you. Thanks so much. And D Keys, thanks so much for following on Twitch. Appreciate you guys. And once again, we're flying this beautiful Diamond DA40. Let's get going. So enough of me giving you an intro. Let's get this plane started. And then I'm going to switch to the other microphone. I'm going to mute this one, and I'm going to switch to the one on the headset. And then we'll start with the levels. All right, so let's get going. So I'm going to go into the checklists right here, and then we're going to do before engine start checklist. So notes are good. Elevator trim is neutral. There we go, confirmed. All right, so throttle propeller set. So we've got the throttles are idle, props full, and then we have the mixture. Mixture is leaned. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to overlay. Actually, no, I'm not going to overlay anything on Twitch. I wasn't late for once. Oh, you weren't? Okay, perfect. Parking brake set. All right, so that's set. Ignition is off. Confirming that's off. Very good. And I have a virtual fly stack right here in front of me. So I've got the avionics, the engine control, that's the switcher units. Then we've got the gear and flaps and trim panel. And this unit right here is the switcher radio. So we're going to use it for an additional glass cockpit add-on. So I'm going to show you the setup. And then we have something new here. And this is the SimFlight Services rod tear control. So this is what we're going to use specifically for the G1000. So I'm going to use this to control the G1000. And that's pretty much it. And once again, I fly this plane in real life. Right, ignition's off. Like alternate air is closed. All right, so master's off. Alternate static's closed. All lights are off, confirmed. All lights are off, and I have the switches right here mapped to this. And circuit breakers checked all in. Very good. So these are the circuit breakers in DA40 on this particular model here on the side. On the plane that I fly in real life, they're actually They're actually right here. They're at the bottom of the panel. So this panel is a little bit different than the one that I fly. So that's why sometimes I'm kind of, always looking at this plane and I'm like, oh, the layout's different. All right, flap selector is up, all the way up, confirmed. Okay, pitot heat fuel pump is off. Okay, so let's get the masters going. Okay, so we're going to turn on the master switch. And let's go ahead and do that. Master's on. Okay, battery master's on. G1000's powered. And we're going to acknowledge the... Oops, I didn't want to do that. We're going to acknowledge the fact that we are all good. So we're going... Actually, I have the Burbank already entered here. So we're going to quickly fiddle with the flight plan shortly. So G1000 is powered. Flight controls, let's double check that. So free and correct. So what I'm going to do now is... Yeah, first of all, we're going to get rid of the ding. Okay, that's good. Okay, pitot heat is off. Scheduler switch tanks. Yeah, that's good. So they've got the messages. Okay, fantastic. So we're going to check the flight controls. We're going to go full left, full right, and then full down and full up. And same thing, I would just normally glance in the real world to like this side, making sure that flight controls are good. And for the external view, once again, full up, full down, and then rudder, right? So we've got the... Hold on, rudder. Oh, see, the good thing I'm checking this is rudder's not working. Wow. That's crazy. Okay. Huh. Oh man, this is why you check the flight controls, right? So my rudders are not operational. Let's double check what the hell's going on with the rudders. Okay, so let's gonna go into controls and okay, so we've got the rudders. Okay, so first I'm going to go into the sim app. I'm going to see if it shows up in a sim app. I'm using my... Yeah, it doesn't show in the sim app. Do I really need to go behind my behind my panels? Oh no, it's... Okay, 1 second. So this means that I'm going to go into device manager. I'm going to try to see if I can wake it up from device manager. Hold on. Okay.
PilotEdge disconnected.
The fact that flight controls check makes a lot of sense. Oh yeah, 100%. It makes a lot of sense. Okay, I've got PilotEdge disconnected. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to have to crawl behind my setup and then probably recycle my pedals. 1 second, guys. Sorry about that. Deanna Hancock, of course I remember you. Okay, 1 second. Ugh. I'll need to go. Okay, I think that should have fixed it. Okay, let's see. Okay, perfect. Good old thing, if it doesn't work, you just disconnect and connect it again. That's what you got to do. Okay, so flight control check. There it is. So we're back in business. Okay, so left, full left, and then full right, and then brakes. Tap the brakes. So all I had to do is to crawl under the seat and... All right, full flaps travel set. So normally, we don't really want to do this right now. I usually do it when the engines are on, but this checklist, for some reason, wants to check the flaps with a battery. That's fine. Yeah, okay, so we got the flaps tested. And fuel selector is lowest thing. We're going to keep it on the low. Yeah, I usually put the... yeah, the A385. Okay, engine start. Okay, let's go ahead and do the engine start, and I'm going to switch to this mic, okay? So doors are closed and strobes are on. These strobes are on. And onto the cold start. So let's go ahead and prime the engine. So I'm going to prime the engine right now. I'm going to go like this. I'm going to turn on the fuel pump. And then count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And turn off the fuel pump. And let's go ahead and start this engine right now. All right, so we typically normally yell clear prop. And let's go ahead and start.
TOS not available.
Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. We started it. I should have quickly. I didn't know it's gonna fire up that quickly, right? So I should have had my hand on the mixture, but that's good. It fired up very quickly, so that was a good prime. So let's have it ready to align the AHRSs. So there we go. So let's go ahead and turn the pitot tube on. Okay, alerts are off, and that's good. Perfect. That's what we need. Okay. So now that engines are going, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to do the after start engine, and then I'm gonna switch the microphones. Now it's the very important part. You guys are gonna have to tell me how the mic sounds, okay? All right, so now I'm going to talk on this microphone. Let me know how it sounds. If it's too distorted. And what I'm looking for is for this microphone to sound clear right here. And I'm going to adjust my volume here too. That's good. So let me know how this microphone sounds. If it's not overpowering the engine. What typically I'm looking forward to is, remember how this microphone sounded, the big one? Now, please do tell me if it sounds clear, if it sounds loud enough, and that the simulator is not overpowering. Because last time when I was talking, it was very quiet. So we only have 32. That's fine. 32 views. That's okay. As long as you guys press the like button. Right now, it's all the regulars that are coming in. So that's fine. I don't really care if people show up right now, because yeah, it sounds acceptable. Well, what I'm trying to say is it's supposed to sound distorted. It's supposed to sound like a regular headset, okay? Because this is how it would sound on a real plane. It's supposed to sound raw, so that way, it sounds good. That's pretty much what that matters. Okay, great. So after start checklist, let's go ahead and do that. So I'm going to put it to 1000 RPM. And let me know if the sim sounds good. So let's say a bit too distorted. Exactly. That's exactly, Eugene, how it should sound like, because you flew in a real plane, and that's exactly how it should sound. So it needs to be clear. And now we're going to tune the volumes of the PilotEdge as well, okay? But let's first do the after start checklist. So mixture ground idle. So we're going to just get the mixture a bit down, because we want to lean for a better idle. That way we're not getting the carbon into the engine, carbon deposits. Okay, lights is required, so we're going to do position light. And yeah, we'll probably do taxi light as well. Standby horizon is caged, very good. Flaps set for takeoff, let's do the flaps for takeoff. Pitot heat is on, yeah, we did that. Basically, annunciator test. Okay, so avionics master, let's turn on the avionics master. There we go. And transponder, we're going to set it to on. And for code, we're going to use 1200. Okay, that's good. Actually, you know what? Yeah, let's do that. For now, 1200. Perfect. Okay, so we're going to test the altimeters, but for now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to tune into the local ATIS. And ATIS is 13265. Let's go ahead and do that. 13265. So we have the radios. 132 and then 65. Okay, so 65 and then 132. And we're going to connect to PilotEdge because I disconnected.
PilotEdge connected.
0053 Zulu. Wind 110 at 7. Visibility 10.
Okay, how do you guys hear them? How do you guys hear the radios?
Ceiling 4,200 over.
It's supposed to be just like in a real plane.
Dew point 8. Altimeter 29902. Arriving and departing runways 7, 15 left, 15 right. Visual approaches in use. VFR departures contact clearance delivery, advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read back all runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact that you have information India.
Permission India?
Santa Barbara Municipal Airport, ATIS information India. 0053 Zulu. Wind 110 at 7. Visibility 10. Few clouds at 2,900. Ceiling 4,200 overcast. Temperature 16. Dew point 8. Altimeter 29902. Arriving and departing runways 7, 15 left, 15 right. Visual approaches in use. VFR departures contact clearance delivery, advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read back all runway assignments and
okay, so heading, we're gonna...
Advise on initial contact that you have information India.
Okay, so we're gonna advise the heading. What was it? Advise the heading?
Santa Barbara Municipal
Okay, let's
Airport,
listen to it again.
ATIS information India. 0053 Zulu. Wind 110 at 7. Visibility 10. Few clouds at 2,900. Ceiling 4,200 overcast. Temperature 16. Dew point 8. Altimeter 29902. Arriving and departing runways 7, 15 left, 15 right.
Yeah, we'll see what runway they go.
VFR departures contact clearance delivery, advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested.
Okay,
flight.
Got it.
Assignments and hold short instructions.
Okay, perfect. So we already got it. So information India, we have 29902 for the altimeters, and we're gonna advise. We'll need the flight following, so we're gonna advise the flight following, and we're gonna let them know what the heading will be. So we're requesting probably 3,000 feet and heading of 088. 088, yeah, that's right. This is fine how it's supposed to be. Perfect. It's so metallic. Well, that's exactly how it is. That's how it is, man. You've never flown in a small plane? That's exactly how the ATIS sounds like. We just wait for the real people. Okay, perfect. So awesome. So 3,000 and 088. It's not as pleasurable as it would in an airliner. This is robotic AT. Exactly. Okay, I can't even hear more than half of what being said. Well, it's how ATIS is exactly sounds. This is just like a real world, man. This is how it is. Okay, so we got the altimeters, FMS, yeah, so flight management system. So we're essentially departing Santa Barbara, and I'm using this, by the way, this switch right here. And just see that. Okay, so I'm gonna press enter. I really need that enter button, but what I have here is pretty cool. Okay, Santa Barbara. KSBA, I think I need to press enter here. Then to clear. I'm just trying to see how I can use that control right here. Yeah, we're just gonna keep it like this. Keep the route like that. Okay, perfect. So before taxi, what we're gonna do now is we're gonna let them know. We're gonna contact clearance delivery, and let's go ahead and request it. Request the flight following. Okay, so 132.9er. Okay, so we're gonna 32.9er. We're gonna contact clearance delivery first, and then we're gonna request that we'll need flight following. We're VFR to Burbank and at 3,000, and then we'll need flight following. We have information India, and we'll need flight following with a heading 088. Okay, let's do that.
0351 Tango, Santa Barbara ground, correction, Santa Barbara Tower, runway 15 right, clear for takeoff.
Oh, so it's the tower.
Takeoff 15 right, Comanche 51 Tango.
Yeah, how did that sound? Does that sound good? Santa Barbara clearance, good evening. This is Diamond Star, November 8289er Alpha, Information India. Okay, let's see if that push to talk worked.
A289er Alpha, Santa Barbara clearance, go ahead.
89er Alpha is at the Santa Barbara South Ramp. Would like VFR flight plan to Burbank with heading of 088 and 3000, and would like flight following, please.
Sure, is this for the rating?
Say again for 89 Alpha. I didn't catch that, but it's pretty cool. It's like a real.
Number 8289er Alpha, is this for the rating?
Negative, just the VFR flight.
8289er Alpha, after departure, fly runway heading, maintain view throttle below 1,500 to advise. Departure frequency 120.55, squawk 6373.
Roger, on departure, climb and maintain 1500 and below, and departure frequency 120.55, squawk 6373 for November 8289er Alpha. Okay, let's see if that readback was correct. Okay, let's see. Alright, so transponder code, so we have 6373. 6373. Okay, that's good. So transponder is on, and we have 1500, so let's pre-select that altitude. Very important. So let's do that. So I'm going to pre-select the altitude right here using this knob. So 1500. Perfect. Alright, great. Let's now let's actually quickly do a run up here. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a quick run up. I think there's no one behind us. I don't really know if we probably don't need to worry about this. What I miss is noise cancellation, suppression sound, and suppression squeaky sound. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Is that VATSIM? No, this is PilotEdge. PilotEdge, guys. This is PilotEdge. This is a payware ATC. So you pay for that service, and the air traffic controllers are pretty much the most realistic experience you can ever get. Of course, VATSIM is pretty cool. It is realistic, but this is like the ultimate realism. So I hope you guys are gonna enjoy this, and yeah, we're essentially gonna do a quick flight. Maybe we'll do a flight back. So if we're gonna have people here, we're definitely gonna do a flight back. Okay, so let's do the taxi checklist, and then we'll do the before takeoff checklist. Means we're gonna do a run up. Okay, so fuel selector, fuel tank. Let's go ahead and do that. Fuel pumps on. Right tank right here. Yeah, we don't need to turn that off. Okay, so taxi light is good, so that's good. Taxi light's good. Parking brake is released, and then we'll do the brake test. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And press the brakes. Perfect. Brake test is good, and flight instruments are checked. So let's quickly check that. I know that we probably don't have the right. Yeah, the pressure is probably going to be right here. Good. Okay, great. So let's go ahead and do the before takeoff. We're gonna do before takeoff checklist, and then we'll do a lineup checklist as we're gonna align up to the runway. Okay, aircraft orientation to the wind, parking brake set, engine instruments in the green. Okay, that's good. We're gonna go into the engine page, and then circuit breakers are all in. Very good, all good. And doors are closed. Mixture's full rich. Let's go ahead and proceed with that. And throttle. Let's set the throttle to 2000 RPM. So we're advancing the throttle. Now we're doing what's called a run-up check. So we're going to check all the engine parameters.
Las Vegas ground, Phenom 413 Charlie Sierra signature, taxi with Bravo.
Alright, perfect. So 2000 RPM is set. Now we're going to cycle the prop. Perfect. So this is what's called PilotEdge. And by the way, guys, I'm going to get a code for you. If you want to try PilotEdge for 10 hours, it's going to be for free. So they give me a code, which is kind of nice. And make sure you guys like the stream. So thanks for liking the stream. I know YouTube is not really doing a good favor to us these days. That's okay. Who cares about them anyways? Alright. Talking about YouTube itself. Alright, so mag checks. We're checking for the drop. So 80. And then we're going to check for the right magneto. So that's 110. So a good difference. 120. That's good difference. Yeah, both. Which is kind of nice. This is quite realistic. Right, and we're going to idle the throttle now.
Las Vegas ground, 413 Charlie Sierra signature, taxi Bravo.
Perfect. So we're watching for engine not to quit, and then we're looking for the alternator notification. So let's see. So alternator notification will come in. There we go. There it is. It's coming, right? Because there's not a lot of volts. That's good. That's exactly what we want.
Robert
throttle's
Tower,
idle.
IC51 Tango, still on runway heavy, that's 2000.
Alright, trim flaps controls are checked. Okay, good. So this is like a checklist that I'm not really used to, which is kind of fun.
Order
But
departure, 51 Tango.
it is funny. I have a different checklist, which is I should use my my checklist that I'm used to, which is essentially pretty much the same thing. Alright, I'd love to get the code. PilotEdge seems like oh yeah, for sure. I'll guys get you the code as soon as I get it. I just don't have it yet. So as soon as I get it, I will give it to you for sure. Okay. Yeah, let's get the fuel pump off. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to contact ground. Let's contact ground. Santa Barbara ground. 89er Alpha, yeah, is ready to taxi.
And you're on the east side?
We're on the east side, yeah, east side, south ramp.
328 Alpha, runway 15 left, correction. Runway 25, taxi via Echo Alpha.
Runway 25 via Echo Alpha. 89er Alpha. Thanks. Okay,
And
perfect.
what's someone else calling?
89 Alpha, we're going VFR to Burbank.
Bravo.
Sorry, who was calling for signature?
Okay, that was me. Okay. That wasn't for me. Okay, great.
Phenom,
So,
413
runway 25 via
Charlie
Echo
Sierra,
Alpha,
Planet
and let's go
Vegas.
ahead and proceed. So,
Bravo,
Echo Alpha.
taxi.
Alpha 13 Charlie Sierra, Las Vegas ground, runway 19 right, taxi via...
Oh, Las Vegas ground.
Correction,
That's,
Hotel Foxtrot.
19 right, taxi, hotel, and Foxtrot, Phenom 4, Charlie Sierra.
121.7. I
If
guess
someone else was calling, say again.
89 Alpha, disregard. Yeah, we're taxiing to runway 25 via Echo and Alpha. Yeah, so I thought she was calling for me, so that's good. Okay, so it's interesting how we're maintaining the same frequency. So yeah, I'm just gonna maintain the same frequency, and then we're gonna switch to the tower, and I'll see how that's gonna work. Okay, so let's turn right on.
Romeo ground, Boeing 428, Papa Zulu's at the terminal building with Romeo, taxi IFAR.
Alright, here we go.
428 Papa Zulu, runway 30, correction, runway 12, taxi via Alpha, cross runway 20 at Alpha.
Alright, so
Roger,
we're
Alpha crossing 2 at Alpha, and we'll continue to hold short of runway 12.
so we're checking for instrument tuning. So we're gonna turn left and then right. Alright, so there we go. Instrument tuning is checked, and let's proceed to runway 25. And once again, thank you guys for the likes. Not a lot of people today, but that's okay. That's totally fine. What do you fly for? No, I'm just a private pilot. I don't fly for airlines. Private pilot, and no one needs jet pilot. Thanks so much, by the way, for following on Twitch, and appreciate you. Okay, so ATIS is a bit louder than me. Okay, perfect. Okay, I tuned it down. Yeah, I can definitely see what you mean. Okay, that's good. But my mic is good, right? And by the way, thanks to everyone on Twitch as well. And we're both on Twitch and YouTube, so thank you so much, guys. For whoever is staying on and testing this with us, that's awesome. Alright, here we go. We're taxiing to runway 25. By the way, what's interesting about Diamond, and I mentioned that in many times, that it has a differential braking. So everyone who's trying to fly this plane, you know, for the first time without flying it in real life, always is like, why is it not steering? You know, why is it not steering properly? Well, because you actually have to use your brakes to steer. All right, Vasily, спасибо тебе большое. Thank you so much. Brank's great. Okay, awesome. Perfect. All right, so we're gonna go into Alpha 1, and then we're gonna go into the. I'm gonna set transponder to Alt in just a second. We're gonna do before, you know, departure checklist. So basically, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a lineup checklist. It's called lineup checklist in this checklist specifically. All right. Let's now line up. There we go. All right, Hayes. Good evening. Awesome. All right, it's 1:30 a.m. where you are. Oh, that's cool. Got some folks from Europe. That's amazing. All right, let's holding short runway 25. I'm gonna just hit the brakes, and then let's go ahead and do the lineup checklist. Okay, so lights are on. Let's go ahead and do the landing lights on. Transponder set to Alt.
San Bernardino
Confirmed.
Tower.
Pitot heat. We can probably turn it on. That's fine. Okay, so fuel pumps on. Parking brakes released. Approach sector. All right, so all clear. And runway is identified. Runway 25. That's correct, and that's good. Perfect. Okay, so let's get the tower frequencies. 119.7.
Straight in, runway 6.
119.7. And once again, I fly this plane in real life. It's pretty cool. Okay, so we're in Santa Barbara.
Las Vegas, sharp, you know, 413 Charlie shares, holding short at 19, right? Ready to go.
Average thermonuclear. Thanks so much for tuning. All right, guys, we're ready for takeoff. Thank you for tuning in. And once again, we are flying from Santa Barbara to Burbank right now with real people on ATC, with PilotEdge. PilotEdge is the paid ATC service. So let's go ahead and do that now.
19 right, clear takeoff, you know, 413 Charlie Sierra.
Santa Barbara Tower, 89er Alpha, holding short, runway 25 on Alpha 1, ready for departure.
2, you want us a left or a right hand turn to 300?
Yeah, I think we stepped on someone.
E289er Alpha, Santa Barbara Tower, runway 25, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 25, 8289er Alpha. Okay, perfect. Great. Now we're clear for takeoff. Alright, approaching runway 25, approach path clear of traffic. Let's confirm on the right hand side, very good. And we are ready to roll.
Direction, and I have a limit to the routing.
Yes,
I need to put you on
Diamonds.
the bullet departure standby.
Alright, here we go. Runway 25, look at that. Alright, all set. Alright, temperature pressure is good. Advancing the throttle to full power. Very good. Airspeed's alive. Temperature pressure. Engines gauge in the green. Maintaining center line. And we're going to rotate at about 65.
Papa Zulu, so are you ready to copy the amendment?
There we go. Rotate.
Yeah, we're ready to copy. Go ahead.
Papa Zulu. We've bullet 4 departure follows transition as filed. Amend the initial altitude, maintain 4,000.
Alright, fantastic. 65.
Okay, so we're just going to repeat the clearance back just to be clear. Clear to the Mammoth Lakes Airport via the Buell Fort for departure.
500 feet.
Except 4,000.
Flaps up.
Then it's filed 4,000 for initial climb.
We're going to adjust RPM to 2400.
24.15 for departure and 2324 for the squawk for 428 Papa Zulu.
2400. Very good. And just trim it. And I continue climbing to 1,500.
For 8 Papa Zulu.
Fellows, Foxtrot Lima Whiskey, fellows.
Roger, fellows, transition, thank you much.
Alright, climb checklist, flaps up.
If you need extra
Fuel
time
pumps
there,
off.
just let me know when you're ready.
And lights required. Landing lights
Roger,
off. And taxi light off.
Actually, you can switch the tower when you're ready, sir. 413 Charlie Sierra, contact departure.
Got that departure, Chester.
Yeah, let's see what they're gonna give us.
You're
Next.
828 Alpha, Santa Barbara. Tower radar contact. The altitude contact departure.
Contact departure with altitude 8289 Alpha. Okay, here we go. We'll contact departure.
State your altitude.
Right, we'll state the altitude. 89 Alpha. Okay, departure.
No, I'm asking you to state your altitude.
It's 1,500 for 89 Alpha.
Radar Alpha, thank you. Now you can contact departure.
Roger, contact departure now. 89 Alpha. Okay, cool. Yeah, see? This is what's cool about PilotEdge. This is intricacies of US flying, because I don't really normally fly in the US. Okay, let me just quickly just trim it. It's okay. Departure can wait. I need to stabilize an airplane.
28, runway 12, clear for takeoff.
Let's just
22
and then 2200. Okay, so departure 12055. 12055.
Departure Tango. Are you booking on the west side, or are you going up on to the east, the northern ramp off the east side?
The west side is perfect.
Santa Barbara departure. Good evening. Diamond Star 8289 Alpha 1500.
8289 Alpha, Santa Barbara departure, cancel altitude restriction, resume navigation.
Resume navigation. Cancel altitude restrictions 89 Alpha. Okay, there we go. So we're gonna now turn left, and we'll climb to 3,000. Very good. We no longer have the altitude restrictions, so now we can climb to 3,000 feet. It's really cool how awesome this is. Okay, so we're gonna just add a bit of power now, and we'll resume our own navigation. So let's get the engines out of the way, and I'm going to just zoom in right here. Range, perfect, beautiful. Look at this beautiful departure. What are the control boxes underneath your monitor? Okay, guys, hold on. Stay tuned. I know. That was pretty bad, wasn't it? Oh man. I thought, no, hold on. I thought that she wanted me to state the altitude to the approach controller. To the departure.
Traffic's now through 12 o'clock, moving near 11 o'clock, no factors, so maintain 5,000. Got accept 2156, sending 5,000.
I know, I should have just said 1,000.
6 Bravo Romeo.
Well, look, she knows my altitude. She says radar contacts. So I'm reporting altitude. So that's why I was like, I thought. What I'm trying to say is, I'm trying to make excuses to my screw up, but what I was saying is, that I would state my altitude to the next controller, right, to the departure. But I guess it was to state altitude to her specifically. Yeah, let's get it to 2400. Yeah, we'll give it a climb performance now at WY. Just gonna adjust the mixture. Yeah, this thing loses power like no tomorrow. I usually climb like at 500 feet per minute. I usually climb on that on a 2200 without a problem, but we're not going to overpower the prop, so that's good. All right, here we go. Awesome.
3 Charlie Sierra, contact Los Angeles.
Yeah, there's 3000.
133.2. 33.2, 3 Charlie Sierra.
Cool. Okay, now we're gonna go back into 2200.
Sub Sierra, Papa leaving Bravo airspace. Contact SoCal approach 128.1.
Oh man, this is so harder to fly this thing
657, Sierra, Papa.
on the stream.
Contact SoCal approach 134.2.
That's what I mean, like by muscle memory, right? My muscle memory, because usually my thrust is at the bottom, right? So muscle memory is very important for these types of things. It almost feels like I'm learning how to fly this plane again, even though I fly it in real life.
125.2 SoCal.
Okay, 23.
Rolling through Charlie Sierra, Los Angeles Center, contact level 260.
And let's lean it now. Okay, I'll go back to the engine. I really need like a full page and full G1000 panel. But without...
351 Tango.
Okay, let's lean it to 8.5. There we go. Awesome.
Santa Barbara departure, Boeing 428, Papa Zulu.
Okay, I'm gonna get to your comments in just a second. I know. Sorry, guys. Usually
Maintain 8,000, 8 Papa Zulu.
the departures are very stressful.
7315, 5,000 information whiskey, looking for the visual full stop.
Okay, so we do have flight following.
7156, SoCal approach, expect
Just did my first flight of that.
25, LA altimeter 2994. Sky 7156, runway 5.
Okay, perfect. Okay, how's the ATC now? Is it better?
1,500. 7156, advise 80. Sky 156, whiskey. 657, Sierra Papa, SoCal approach.
Alright, look at this. So we just departed Santa Barbara Airport right here, and we're flying to Burbank. And we may fly back. I want to see if how we can fly it at night.
Mile Square Park, 657, Sierra Papa.
Okay, so we're resuming our own navigation. So I'm going to see how this thing behaves in, at night. So I guess now that we're in 2024, it's really interesting to fly this this plane at night. ATC is a bit too loud. Okay, now it could be a bit louder. Okay, gotcha. Oh, look at this! It's even got these squares now. That's funny. Okay, so I guess what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to just maintain this heading. So 88. I'm gonna turn on the autopilot. I guess now it's good. Okay, so maintain the altitude and then the heading. Okay, so heading 88, yeah, there it is. 88, perfect. Okay, cool. Now I'm gonna read the. There's an autopilot. Yes. Oh yes, hometown Burbank. Awesome. All right. I've never contemplated adding icing before. Me too. I've never actually had it. Never had icing on this plane in real life, and thank God I didn't, because you're not supposed to have icing on this plane. Period. Okay. So what are the control boxes underneath your monitor? So this is the Switch Show series from Virtual Fly. I'm gonna do a full review on these, and today's flight is basically I'm actually filming through different cameras all this stuff that I'm gonna be using in that I'm gonna be featuring in the review. So I want to make sure that it's part of the live stream as well.
Road, Bonanza 3735 Tango on the ground, San Luis, requesting pick up IFR.
Flight directors, Zoomers, flight directors, yes, 100%.
3735 Tango, Santa Barbara approach on the wrong frequency.
Not even Zoom, yeah, Zoomer, yeah, exactly, Zoomers for sure.
A clearance frequency at this airport.
Oh, look at that beautiful sunset, oh my. The 2024 looks amazing.
Yeah, there's no clearance, but there is a tower called ground.
Okay, so let's
plan
this. So we have Santa Barbara approach, but the next frequency should be SoCal approach. So we'll have the 120.4. Let's put that in. 120.4. Okay, let's try. Okay, so 120.4. Actually, find this this control right here. The rotair is a lot better for switching the frequencies. I'm actually gonna be my keeper now. All right, Randy. Today's your birthday. Happy birthday. I'm not gonna yell at you. I'm gonna just say it quietly. Happy birthday, dude. Thank you so much for tuning in, and you guys, hope you guys enjoy this stream today. Yeah, look how nice the ground looks now. The system update 4 finally fixed it, so we don't need to.
Did you miss your turn there?
Wouldn't need to have any third-party tools to make it better. So I'm actually thinking that now 2024 will be my main sim. So more and more I fly it, the more I realize that it's so cool, that it is amazing. So yeah, Randy, awesome. So yeah, this is the plane that I fly in real life. This one's a bit more fancier than the one that I fly, of course. It's got a better pedals, even better sticks. The stick that I have right now is actually pretty much the same one that is on here. But the one that I have on the plane that I fly is the older version of the Diamond stick.
Traffic 12 o'clock, 2.5 miles northbound, type unknown, altitude 4,200 climbing.
Papa Tango, have the traffic.
Yeah, look how beautiful like the evening flights are here. These in your frame, Jen? There's some artifacts looks like from Jen. Oh, really? Where? For me, I don't see anything. Hold on, that wasn't for me. Hold on. See if that was for me. I need to really pay attention to that because I'll get yelled at on PilotEdge for not paying attention. And so far, I like PilotEdge. Only when you move fast. Okay, an outside view. Okay, fast. Okay, let's try that. No, well, yeah. There's a little bit of ghosting. Yeah, a little bit of ghosting, just a bit. But so far, it's not that. Yeah, not that bad. By the way, look at this. In this thing, you can open these things. Yeah. In a real plane, you don't want to stick your hand out if you're opening a window during a flight. All right, so quickly, let's recap what the hell's been happening. I need to hold on. I need to connect my iPad. How's the sim volume? Is the sim volume okay? Just connecting my iPad. 1 second. There we go. So we just departed Santa Barbara right here, and we're on our way to Burbank, and we're in West Coast. So for those of you who don't know where that is, we're in North America, West Coast. We're around Los Angeles area. So there was this show called Santa Barbara. Yeah. Anyways. So there is ways to fix it. Okay, I'm asking because I had similar stuff. I fixed it by setting frame limit on the monitor refresh rate. Perfect. So what did you set your limit to? Did you set it to 120 or did you do it at 60? How did it go? How's the GA setup? Oh, it's perfect, man. Let me show you. Yeah, that's the setup.
Set that again for 6 and 7. Up. 7 Papa contact.
Yeah.
Tower 126.8.
So I have the switcher panels. This is the engine, the avionics panel. This is the gear panel, and this is the radio panel from Virtual Fly, and this is the Rotair. And then we've got the Stream Deck, we have the Flight Sounds panel, and the Virtual Fly Thrust quadrant, the TQ6. Yeah, we'll probably request higher altitude because we do have a bit of elevation figure right here, 6,700.
And
so yeah.
where do you want to start from?
Or you know what? We'll just fly through the. Yeah, let's see the elevation figure. Let's fly through the coast.
Clear direct canyon, cross canyon at 12,000. Clear RNAV runway 3 approach. Report inbound.
By the way, Ben, this is PilotEdge. PilotEdge is pretty cool.
Expect circle runway 21.
Yeah, let's see if I can. Or maybe I'll just cut through this. That should be good. We'll just adjust the heading a bit more. Guys, I don't want to get into the airspace for other airports, but I want to fly higher because I guess let's see it. How long is the flight? Nautical miles? Yeah, we have about. So we'll do 2 legs most likely. Let's see how many people showed up. So we have about 56 nautical miles left. So it's a fairly short flight. Yeah, we'll adjust the heading a bit. Yeah, let's do it roughly around here. Alright, just in Tahoe a couple of days ago, so nice. Alright, so flying back tomorrow. That's awesome. Porter, that's pretty cool, man. That is pretty cool. Alright, once again, everybody, thank you so much for tuning in. We are flying this Diamond DA40 on PilotEdge with real people in air traffic control. Thank you so much for tuning in. We are testing the GA setup today, and I hope you guys are going to enjoy this flight because we're going to be landing in Burbank, and then we most likely will fly back to Santa Barbara if we have got enough people watching and we've got enough likes. We're going to do the returning leg, or if I'm going to screw up the landing and I'll need to redo the video, we'll definitely do that. So there. So we're doing this little cross-country flight in this beautiful scenery. Look how beautiful this is, man. Like, look at all these amazing detail. It's just so freaking crazy. I love it. And, West Coast just looks so nice on the sim. Looks incredible. Incredible. Looks very good. Very good. So Eugene, by the way, huge shout out to you for being with us today, man. And I hope I'm gonna see you at Flight Sim Expo. Yeah. And by the way, it's kind of cruising slowly here. Should be a bit faster. We should be about 120. I don't know why it's pulling 115. So let's go ahead into the engine. Just gonna double check the engine parameters. So 887, yeah, it should be fine. Now we're manifolding it at 23. So the plane that I fly at 23 and 22, it even goes to yellow arc sometimes. So it's interesting how this plane is modeled, right? Like, I'm curious why that is. So anyway, so far, PilotEdge is going well. I refunded my 2024. Yes, this is a rental. This is a rental from Xbox. I might buy it again. So I waited a year until it's stabilized. So I might buy it again. But this is a rental. I'm renting it from Xbox Game Pass. So it's true. I refunded it from Steam. Yeah, I did that, and I heard that Steam doesn't work properly. So that's why I'm like, okay, I better refund it now, and then I might buy it again. So I think Microsoft did a good job after everyone's ranting. They just kept on doing it and they fixed it. I believe it now. It's a perfect sim. I take my words back because I like it. I like it now. I like it. Of course, I had to disable a whole bunch of stuff that it comes with, to make it realistic. But yeah. All right, winds 210 at 6. So most likely Burbank. Runway will probably be runway 26. So we're gonna try to aim for a left downwind for runway 26, and then we'll go into the Atlantic, most likely taxi to Atlantic. So let's start planning our arrival. So in this case, we've got about, what do we have, about 48 nautical miles left until we land. And right here, yeah, we can probably turn the ATIS. We have the 1.3. Yeah, they have digital ATIS. 134.5. So let's do that. 134.5. So I'll put that on COM 2, and let's see if COM 2 is audible. 134.5. And let's see, COM 2's.
If flight following is requested, read back all runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. Ontario, 293. Burbank, Glendale, Pasadena Airport. ATIS information Oscar. 0053. Wind 200 at 6. Visibility 10. Santa Monica. Scott.
89 Alpha. Let's see if it was us at the Burbank. That's fine. I'm gonna give them a call.
Papa Zulu contact, correction, 8 Papa Zulu contact, Oakland Center 127 point, actually stand by. Hey Papa Zulu 125.75. 125.75.
We're supposed to be calling the SoCal approach, yeah. So let's see if they're gonna help us off. I'm gonna wait until they do, but for now I'm going to just.
Information Oscar 0053 Zulu. Wind 200 at 6. Visibility 10. Sky condition clear. Temperature 14. Dew point 8. Altimeter 29 or 9 or 3. Arriving and departing runways 8, 15. Visual approaches in use. Land and hold short operations in effect for non-turbojet aircraft landing runway 15. 4,250 feet available. VFR departures contact clearance delivery. Advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read back all runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information, Oscar.
Oscar, okay.
Burbank.
Okay, perfect. That's Burbank. So 1.5, yeah, most likely we'll have 1.5. Or maybe 0.8. So we'll see. Probably gonna do straight in 0.8 or 1.5. So we'll take a note of that. Alright, it's Bossy. Hey Bossy, good to see you. I haven't done much flying in real or sim. Winter flying sucks. I know, man, winter flying is the worst. We've changed it to a hangar. Yeah, this is Microsoft Flight Simulator. We're flying this beautiful bird. Look at this. 0.8 is better. Yeah, straight in 0.8 would probably be the best. Because we're gonna go to Atlantic afterwards. So we're probably gonna Delta 7 or Bravo. That's what we're gonna do. Okay, 12055. Nice. Look at all this evening. West Coast. It's good. And look at that traffic. Look at all these cars. That's so sick. 2.6, sorry, so 2.6. 2.6. I'm not sure. No, it's 1.5 or 8. Yeah, 2.6. That's right. What wind is 200 at 6, so I'm not sure why it wants us to go 8, right? Because it is a bit of a tailwind. So with 200, we're supposed to do either 1.5 or 2.6, right? So I'm not sure what's going on here.
Approach 156, Hawthorne, flight 2 o'clock, 13 miles. So 156, thank you. Unable clearance at this time. 156.
Yeah, 120.4, yeah. Okay, so they have us on the radar. They'll let us know when to hop off. 1.5 makes more sense. Yeah, exactly. As mountains and final. Yeah, okay, let's avoid mountains. Let's do 1.5, yeah. Yeah, 1.5. We'll probably enter like right base 1.5 most likely. Bindy Fly, thanks so much for following on Twitch, guys. Thank you so much and welcome. You guys can also follow us on Twitch if you're on YouTube and you don't know that we have this horizontal stream. You can follow us. Yeah. So right now we're overflying Camarillo. That's where we flew from last time. You know, last stream. That's Camarillo. So we're just transitioning through it. It's a pretty cool airport as well. Yeah, exactly. 0.8 is better, but the wind is 200 at 6, right? So technically, it's not really a lot of, you know, tailwind, but I'd always rather fly into the wind, right? So, yeah. K Smith, thanks so much for following Twitch. Thank you, thank you. All right, so the ATIS system understands the runway flow rules. Yeah. The SOP at Burbank doesn't swap the 158 until it's +10. Oh, gotcha, favoring the other config. Same thing at LX, they don't swap the Eastos. Okay, gotcha. Thank you. Even for GA traffic, right? So the... Oh, nice. Yeah, it's Keith, right? Hey, Keith. Thanks so much for your help. That's awesome. So, Keith, I got a question. So I'm new to, first of all, I'm new to VFR US flying, right? So I fly in Canada, and I'm also new to PilotEdge in this case. I know that the ultimate question is I'm still with Santa Barbara approach. When do I need to switch to SoCal, and will they let me know? And yeah, right now I'm at 12055, and I have the 120.44 in standby. So, oh, they'll tell me. Okay, awesome. Love it, man. This is cool, man. I love PilotEdge. I'm definitely gonna make some reels out of it. And how do you like my GA headset, right? I had to spend some time. I know I have to. I got your email, by the way. I should reply to ASAP. I just haven't had a chance to. I'll pin them and ask if
Set 056, contact
Yeah, I'll
SoCal
do
approach 134.9er.
Alright. Burbank triggers a lot of TCAS resolutions. Nice.
A351 Tango, contact SoCal approach 135.4.
135.4.
Yeah, I'll let you know.
SoCal approach, sky 156, 5,000.
Yeah, I'll ask.
0156 SoCal approach,
It's
maintain 4,000.
never hurts to ask.
2994. Sky 156.
Also, okay, sorry. Nice. Awesome.
3 Charlie Sierra, contact SoCal approach 135.4.
Perfect.
SoCal approach, good evening, Comanche 835 Tango with you, 5,000.
Oh, so it's pretty much the same frequency anyways. I noticed that I can hear. Yeah, I do have this. I have the Orbex scenery. Yeah, I do.
Approach being on 413 Charlie Sierra is out of 12,000. We've got pop.
I think it's the same one, right? This.
413 Charlie Sierra, SoCal approach Ontario, altimeter 2993, confirmed descend via. And we are descending via number 413 Charlie Sierra.
3.
We're approach, Bonanza 373510, climbing through.
The repeaters, got it. Repeaters, yeah.
4,000.
That makes sense. Which is really good because
3735 Tango.
then you have a lot of chatter. Really good. Makes a lot of sense to have.
7,035 Tango.
Santa Barbara approach, November 8289 Alpha.
Go ahead.
I just wanted to confirm if we haven't missed a call to switch to SoCal approach. We're over Camarillo 3000.
89 Alpha, just about to switch. You contact SoCal approach 134.2.
134.2. 89 Alpha, thanks.
73156, descend maintain 3,000.
134.2.
156, then 3,000. 73156, reaching 3,000, turn left heading 070. Sky 156, left 070, 3,000.
SoCal approach, good evening, November 8289 Alpha 3000.
8289 Alpha, SoCal approach, Burbank, altimeter 299 4, overfly Van Nuys Airport at 3,000, next straight runway 8.
2994, make straight in runway 8. 89 Alpha. I missed that overfly. What exactly? Okay, so let's see. Oh, 1000 Oaks, okay. And confirming overfly 1000 Oaks, no, 89 Alpha. Yeah, perfect. 1000
Alpha, overfly Van Nuys Airport.
Correction, Van Nuys Airport, 89 Alpha, and make straight in 08.
73156, contact SoCal approach 124.9.
Okay, awesome. Awesome.
SoCal 124.9.
I'm like so not familiar with this airspace, so bear with me, guys. All right, just a quick reminder: we are live on YouTube and Twitch. So thank you so much, guys, for your support today. Kill pilots across multiple frequencies, avoid blocks. Can hear the central traffic, and vice versa. Perfect. I love it. I love it. This is really cool. This is really cool.
Sky 156, thank you. Clear approach runway 25.
So basically, we're hearing a lot of repeaters for different types of sectors. So in this case, if you're on the ground, you could hear clearance delivery tower and ground, I've noticed. And right now we're hearing the approach frequencies. Okay, so we need to go direct to Kivni. I'm just going to adjust my heading right now, so very good. So we're expecting to be straight in for runway 08. And let's do that. Let's get the engine out of here.
Maintain 4,000 after Adam.
Okay, I need to learn how to navigate through this through the G1000 with just little switches. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so we got the approach. Yeah, I'll probably can we select visual? Yeah, I don't think we have visual here. Yeah, I don't think we can. So I'm just gonna get out of this view. That's fine. Actually, let's see.
156, let's switch tower. Got 156 contact
I
tower.
think we can do visual. Yeah, we'll do
121.1.
visual 08. Yeah, let's do
Sky
that.
156, 121.1.
Hold on, once again, I'll do that. Okay, select approach. I think it's enter, and then visual 08, and then enter. I don't have my enter button here, and we'll do straight in. So straight in, and then enter. Perfect. Go back. Cool, and then we're gonna adjust the range. Great. And it's funny, I'm used to the G500, I'm not used to G1000, so you know. I'll need to, yeah. Okay, so there's traffic, go back, and then I was gonna switch through the views. There we go. Alright, so now just adjust the heading. Cool. Overfly 3000, okay, got it. Good evening. Welcome to PilotEdge. Thank you so much, Beaver. Appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Awesome. PilotEdge is so much fun. I'm enjoying it so far. Very cool. Alright, so 3000, right? We're gonna keep near 3000, then we're gonna descend right away. Van Hayes, overfly Van Hayes at 3000. Okay, cool.
Whenever it helps. 3 Charles Sierra, clear approach 126 left. Visual 26 left, over 3
thanks Beaver 524 Echo Alpha, thanks for following, appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Flight simulators are fun regardless, I can't get enough. Oh, 100%. 100%. Sometimes it's even better to fly. Sometimes it's harder to fly on a sim than there is in real, because you're just, the layout is so different, and you're like, oh my god, then you have this pressure of air traffic control too. It's so much fun. It is fun. I just need to get used to this plane in here. Okay, so 22, alright, so we got the cruise, yeah, we get the make sure it's good, descent. Yeah, we'll do that. Bit. So we'll just still maintain 3000 for now, so awesome. Alright, so how are we doing on YouTube? YouTube seems not sending us to the shorts today. Curious why that is. Yeah, we'll restart the YouTube stream once we fly back. Hey, okay, Stumpy says, hey man, I'm 15, I'm a student pilot, already have a student license, a few hours under my belt, any tips for me? Okay, so great. You know what? PilotEdge is probably the best thing you can do, because as a student pilot, this is a perfect opportunity for you to practice your communications, especially in different types of airspaces, and it depends where you're training. If you're training in, even in, class Delta or Echo. Okay, I'm trying to convert my Canadian airspace class. All right. So yeah, you're gonna get not till he's 18 or gets a solo. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, the tips: use the sim as your training tool, but don't rely too much on it, because you'll get a lot of the biases. The first time when I started my training, my instructor was telling me, "Why are you looking at instruments all the time? Look outside," because normally you kind of want to look at the instruments and you don't want to look outside, and you're just kind of fixating on your altitude and everything. And he says, well, you gotta look out for traffic. You're not flying IFR. So yeah, the tip is don't rely too much on flight sims, but do use it for for procedural stuff, and then things like even forced approaches in your area. That's what I did when I was getting ready for my check ride. In Canada it's called flight test. I actually used the Microsoft Flight Sim to study all the fields around me and you know, practice it. And 172 on the sim is quite accurate actually. And it's interesting how this plane is a little bit less realistic for me, because I noticed that yeah, it's this configuration should definitely fly faster. Okay. So we've got the Burbank Tower on standby. 118.7.
Contact, maintain 4,000. Up to 4,000, 440.
On 8.7, there we go. Yep, the runway's in sight, perfect. We'll get the tower on standby. And let's quickly just double check everything is nothing changed. And I'm going to just make sure I get the ATIS 1345.
In effect for non-turbojet aircraft landing runway 15. 450 feet available. VFR departures, contact, clearance, delivery. Advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read back all runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information, Papa.
Okay, Papa's currently out. Alright.
Burbank, Glendale, Pasadena Airport. ATIS information, Papa. 0153 Zulu. Wind 200 at 5. Visibility 10. Sky condition, clear. Temperature 13. Dew point. Altimeter 29.
Every fuel flow difference, every knot-speed rate, sometimes better. Exactly, exactly. That's true. That is so true.
Land and hold short operations in effect for non-turbojet aircraft landing runway 15. 4,250 feet available.
Keith, I 100% agree with you.
Departures, contact, clearance, heading, altitude, right, 07040. Runway assignment and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information, Papa.
Perfect.
Burbank, Glendale, Pasadena Airport.
Okay, great. Here we go. Runway's in sight. We're overflying the Van Nuys at 3,000, and we have the runway in sight. Perfect. Oh man, you know, flying VFR in this thing is actually quite interesting. You get a bit more busier. Yeah, we'll do some IFR flights later on. Notice the recording doesn't start from beginning each time on the ATIS. Yeah, that was fun to code. Oh, that's amazing. I love it. That is so cool. How do you guys do that? That is really cool. That is really cool.
361, thank you. 361 million, contact Canyon Tower, 119.0, radar services terminated.
Alright, let's go ahead and do the approach checklist. Fuel to the fullest tank, yeah, let's do that. Fuel pumps to the fullest tank. Okay, parking brakes released, tap on the brakes, very good. Lights is required, so we're gonna get landing lights on. And fuel pumps on, there we go. Landing data is received. Well, altimeters 2993 set. Almost.
3289 Alpha, contact Burbank Tower 118.7.
Over to Burbank Tower 118.7. 89 Alpha, thanks.
20440, contact SoCal approach 134.9. 34.9, 40.
Okay, Burbank Tower, we're okay, so we're about 5 miles, 6 miles out.
Yes, sir, that's frequency, you as well. Down 413 charge, yeah.
Okay, let's get the autopilot disengaged. Burbank Tower, good evening. November 8289 Alpha, 6 miles, straight in, runway 08. Information pop.
So Burbank Tower, runway 8, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 889 Alpha. Okay, perfect, there we go. It's gonna slow down a bit. And there it is.
November 8351 Tango Alpha, the parking remained as frequency. Have a good night.
First thing you did in the PilotEdge was IFR Southwest flight. Oh yeah, I know, right? That's what I'm not doing the IFR flight yet. So cool. I think it's awesome. I think that level of stress, because on VATSIM you don't get that. It's... Oh, okay, he was responding when you had it information pop. Okay, got it. Yeah. I got that. I cut him off. Yeah, this... See, it teaches you right comms. I loved it. Love it. Okay, so let's slow down a bit. So we're within the flap 1 range. Let's set flaps 1. Perfect. And I'm just gonna go and get into the profile. Yeah, a little pause was enough. Got it. That's good to know. Okay, let's go ahead and do the final. Okay, flaps. Yeah, we'll do that GUMPS check afterwards. Good. And after that, we're going to Atlantic Aviation. Good, Atlantic. Very nice. Okay, 80 knots. So we're gonna maintain now. Usually the final approach speed that I do on a DA40 is about 70 knots, but we're gonna maintain 80 for now. Once we drop flaps to full, then we're gonna do the GUMPS check, and then we'll drop the flaps to full. Wow, the night flight looks crazy good. Okay, guys, let me land, and I'll answer that question about the setup. I will answer that question in just a bit, because I got a good answer for it. Sorry, 1 sec. Let me just concentrate on the landing.
9036 Romeo, can you tower to here?
Okay, let's drop the flaps full. Okay, props full. Props full.
9036 Romeo, can you tower 5x5?
We're a bit too high. I'm just gonna get into the approach profile.
9036 Romeo, circle west of the field, and a right downwind, runway T1, clear to lens, 11804.
500 feet, checked. Okay, GUMPS check. Okay, gas, undercarriage, flaps, and switches. There we go, just apply a bit more power. Just a bit more power, right, to reds to white. Very good. Need a bit more power because we're full flaps now. There goes 70, very good. We got landing clearance. And let's gently cut the power. And flare. There we go. Yeah, I still cannot judge the distance here well enough. And we'll probably exit at right here. 1 second, let me just see the... So that means we're gonna fly back. That's what it means. Okay, at Bravo, yeah, we'll exit at Bravo.
November 8289 Alpha, taxi to parking via Delta, remain this frequency. Have a good night.
Taxi to parking via Delta, remain this frequency. No, 89 Alpha. Good night. Okay, so Bravo, and then we're going to turn left on Delta. We're going to go to Atlantic, and we'll do a bit of a debrief. Okay, so let's get the landing lights off. Taxi light on. We'll get the strobes off. And transponder on standby. I'm gonna lean the mixture a bit. Oh, look how nice the sunset is on the 2024. It's so good. Oh man, the landing was a bit rougher than usual, so we're probably gonna have to fly back. So we'll see. All right. So we're gonna go to Delta 8. I'm going to restart the vertical stream on YouTube, or maybe not. We got some more folks now. We got 49 people watching on YouTube, so that's good.
Delaware 878 Papa Zulu, John Wayne clearance, clear to John Wayne Airport after departure, fly heading 220. Radar vector Seal Beach VOR, then direct. Maintain 2000, expect 3000 after 10 minutes. Departure frequency 128.1, squawk 3044.
Okay, let's quickly do that checklist. Alright, so post flight. Got the after landing, alternate closed, transponder. Yeah, we'll put the standby lights, flaps up.
After departure, fly 220.
Yeah, I'll get the flaps.
Clear with Seal Beach VOR, 2000, expect 3000 after 10 minutes. Frequency 128.1, squawk.
Yeah, I think signature's over there. Atlantic, I mean, not signature, Atlantic.
Ready, Papa Zulu, Burbank is correct.
It was tricky to adjust. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So even on the rail plane, sometimes like it takes me a while. You know, especially when you're rusty. Yeah, it does that. Yeah, I have that problem. But on the sim, it's especially difficult. Okay, so yeah, there's the Atlantic. No one's greeting us here. Okay, let's see if GSX has anything. Okay, never mind. I don't have time to see where the GSX parking is. Yeah, we're just gonna park roughly around here. Oh, look at that! There's G-Wagon for us. Nice. That's pretty good. Yeah, let's just park around here. There we go. I'm just gonna park here. Alright, throttle is at 1000. Slowly bringing down. Alright, 1000 RPM. Parking checklist, parking brakes set. Got engine instruments on the green, confirmed. We got avionics masters off. Yeah, it should technically turn off the radios, but this is the limitation of this aircraft, unfortunately. Throttle is 1000. Or maybe it just does not aware of PilotEdge, which is totally fine. Okay, so let's quickly check the grounding of the magnetos. There we go, perfect. Mixture idle cutoff, and let's go ahead and listen to that shutdown sound. Look at that.
Copy that. We'll work on the transponder.
Let's listen to that shutdown sound. Should be pretty good. Oh, that's it. Oh, I had a bit of power there. Yeah, that's fine. There we go. So that shutdown is complete. And yeah, ignition is off. Let's do that. Yeah, let's silence the alarms. Of course, and okay, lights off except for strobe. Not that we had strobes on, but yeah. So ignition is off. Okay, good. Electrical consumers are off, and battery master. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, strobes are off. Cami light off. Okay, fantastic. Look at that. Nice. We flew to Burbank without much adventures. You know, we didn't get yelled at and things like that. So I'm gonna disconnect from PilotEdge for a bit, but. What I'm gonna do is we're gonna probably fly back. So what I'm doing now on YouTube is I'm just gonna restart my YouTube. Yeah, you might want to disable the COM1 if you want silence. Oh, gotcha. Oh, COM1, nice. Yeah, so if we do that, oh, now that power is off, like it, yeah, I guess there's silence. That's awesome. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna restart the YouTube stream. I'm just gonna end it right here. And